Denise Atwater, a janitor at a multinational firm, is overheard by her CEO speaking Mandarin, Spanish, and French. What begins as a chance encounter becomes a turning point for both. She's offered an opportunity far beyond her janitorial role. Her promotion ignites whispers, resentment, and admiration, but through quiet resilience, Denise transforms an entire company's perspective on unseen potential. At its heart, it's not about charity, it's about justice, dignity, and the rediscovery of human worth. Beginning, a janitor's unnoticed brilliance is discovered by accident when the CEO overhears her switching languages in the lobby. Rising action, the CEO, struck by guilt and curiosity, learns about her life, a linguistics scholar forced into custodial work by circumstance. Midpoint twist, he promotes her to an executive liaison position. Her sudden rise sends shockwaves through the corporate hierarchy. Build to climax, she faces elitist backlash and a boardroom challenge questioning her legitimacy. Denise stands her ground through grace and performance. Climax, her results silence critics, she becomes the company's voice for inclusion, launching a program for overlooked talent. Resolution, Denise's name and story redefine the company's culture, and she becomes a living symbol that brilliance often hides behind humble uniforms. Small Blue Diamond 3. Emotional hooks discovery moment, CEO overhears her switching languages. Truth moment, it's the only thing I do that makes me feel like I still matter. Promotion scene, quiet recognition instead of loud praise. Backlash meeting, class divide and dignity under pressure. Final speech, universal message, talent has no dress code, Small Blue Diamond 4. Viral story elements relatable injustice transformation redemption. Strong hidden talent and don't judge by appearance theme. Gender, class, and racial undertones subtly embedded, not forced. Poetic final message ideal for social media virality. Appeals to both emotional and intellectual audiences. Small Blue Diamond 5. Weaknesses dialogue sometimes too formal for realism. Certain moral lines too explicit, should show, not tell. Some transitions, promotion backlash, could be tighter. Eleanor Craig's antagonist role lacks layered motivation. CEO's arc feels secondary, could deepen his moral awakening. Small Blue Diamond 6. Improvements add cinematic realism, pauses, tension, sensory cues. Give CEO more emotional depth, make his awakening gradual. Make antagonists realistic, protectors of order, not villains. Let Denise's power come from poise, silence, and work ethic, not speeches. End on quiet, poetic final image, not exposition. Small Blue Diamond 7. Target audience ages 18 to 45, professionals and students. YouTube Shorts/Reels/film festivals. Fans of stories like Hidden Figures, The Pursuit of Happiness, and The Intern. Emotional, grounded, hopeful storytelling fans. Polished marble, glass walls, echoes of heels and caffeine-fueled chatter. The morning rush hums through like an orchestra tuned to deadlines. Among it all, Denise Atwater, 40s, in a burgundy janitor's uniform, quietly mops near the reception desk. Her movements are precise, almost rhythmic. She hums softly under her breath, a tune only she knows. The automatic doors slide open. A lost Chinese visitor steps inside, scanning the directory, confusion tightening his brow. Denise looks up, watches for a moment, then steps forward. Denise, in Mandarin, gentle, you're looking for the export division, aren't you? It's on the 18th floor. The elevator's to the left. The man blinks, relief flooding his face. Visitor, in Mandarin you speak Mandarin? Denise, and a little patience helps, too. Laughter. The tension melts. She gestures toward the elevators, and he nods gratefully, thanking her as he leaves. Behind her, Jonathan Kellerman, 50s, CEO, tailored, self-contained, stops mid-stride. He's halfway through a phone call but lowers the device, eyes fixed on her. He listens as Denise turns next to a delivery man with a clipboard, switching seamlessly into Spanish, confirming signatures. Then, to a French-speaking vendor struggling with labels, Denise, in French the conference boxes belong upstairs. These stay in the lobby. Merci. Kellerman blinks, a slow, disbelieving double take. Kellerman, to himself, who the hell is she? He approaches, measured. Kellerman, that was Mandarin, wasn't it? Denise, startled, polite, yes, sir. Kellerman, and Spanish. And French. Denise, yes, sir. Also Portuguese, German, Arabic, Italian, Swahili, and I read Latin, but that's more for fun. Kellerman stares. The lobby noise fades. Kellerman, you speak 9 languages. Denise, simply 10, if you count kindness. A quiet beat. He looks at her differently now, not as a worker, but as a mirror of something he's forgotten to value. Kellerman, Miss. Denise, Atwater. Denise Atwater. Kellerman, Miss Atwater, are you free for a few minutes? A pause. The question feels foreign in her world. She nods, cautious. Elevator doors close, silence inside. Denise glances at the glowing numbers as they rise. Denise, 13 years I've worked here. Never thought I'd see the top floor. Kellerman, soft, maybe it's about time. Ding. Doors open to the executive suite, a world scented with citrus, leather, and invisible hierarchy. Glass walls, skyline view. Denise sits across from Kellerman, posture careful, eyes steady. He studies her like a riddle. Kellerman, you've worked here for over a decade. How does someone like you end up cleaning floors? Denise breathes in, exhales slowly. Denise, life's not a straight line, sir. Beat, I studied linguistics. Kent State. Full ride. Had to drop out when my mom got sick. Then my dad passed. I had a baby, no help, no savings. I cleaned because it paid the rent. Kellerman's pen stills. Denise, conted, but I never stopped learning. Books from thrift shops, language tapes, podcasts on old phones. Keeps my mind from rusting. Quietly, it's the only thing I do that still feels like me. The room goes silent. She doesn't apologize for her life, she owns it. Kellerman leans forward. Kellerman, has anyone here ever asked you about this? Denise, no one ever needed to. They saw the uniform and assumed the rest. He looks down, guilt tightening his jaw. Kellerman, soft, maybe we've all been assuming too much. He scribbles something in his notebook. She catches a glimpse of one word, potential. Later, hallway. Kellerman watches Denise leave through the glass doors, her reflection merging with the skyline. He doesn't know it yet, but this morning will rewrite both their lives. The hum of vending machines. Denise stacks cleaning supplies when Kellerman appears again. Kellerman, you busy tonight? Denise, startled, depends who's asking. Kellerman, a group from Sao Paulo arrived early. Translator cancelled. Can you help? Her hesitation lasts a heartbeat. Denise, Portuguese? Sure. Int. Conference room 4C, evening. 4 Brazilian executives, restless. Denise enters quietly, no introductions, just presence. She begins in fluent Portuguese, warm and fluid. Laughter breaks out. The air softens. She translates with ease, adjusting tone, bridging nuance. Kellerman watches, transfixed. For the first time, the company feels alive. After the meeting, executive, to Kellerman, in English, she's extraordinary. Where did you find her? Kellerman, right here. He turns to Denise. Kellerman, you ever think of doing this full-time? Denise, all the time. Just never thought anyone would ask. Int. CEO's office, next morning. Kellerman, Denise, I want you to lead something new. Cultural liaison for international affairs. Denise, shocked, sir, I don't even have a degree. Kellerman, you have something better. Perspective. A beat of silence. Denise, quiet, why me? Kellerman, because I'm tired of walking past brilliance in plain sight. They shake hands. History shifts. Whispers trail Denise as she walks to her new office. Eyes follow. Emails ping. Her new nameplate gleams, Denise Atwater, Cultural Liaison. In the break room, employees murmur, Janitor to executive? Must be PR. Maybe she's a genius. Denise ignores it all. Her new boss, Victor, enters, stiff, unimpressed. Victor, let's see if this experiment works. He drops a pile of reports on her desk. She smiles faintly. Denise, challenge accepted. Montage, Denise decoding multilingual contracts. Video calls with Germany, Morocco, Brazil, each language effortless. Workers pausing to listen through the glass, realizing she's the real deal. Int. Boardroom day. Kellerman presents quarterly results. Denise sits silently at the end, correcting translation errors mid-sentence, saving a six-figure deal. Eyes widen. Respect replaces gossip. Kellerman, to room, this is what happens when you stop assuming. Applause. Denise's expression, humble, grounded. Int. Parking lot, night. Denise sits in her car, hands trembling slightly. Her phone buzzes, her daughter. Daughter, VO mom, I saw the company email. That's insane. You're executive level? Denise, teary laugh, guess hard work's contagious. She looks out at the building lights, her reflection in the glass towers over her own doubt. Eleanor Craig, 60s, a senior board member, cold eyes, sharp tone. Eleanor, Miss Atwater, no degree, no corporate training. Explain how you're qualified to represent this company abroad. Denise doesn't blink. Denise, I've already saved you 6 months in translation costs and repaired 3 vendor relationships. That's qualification enough. Eleanor, you think charm replaces education? Denise, no, ma'am. Results do. Silence. The room shifts. Kellerman watches, proud but quiet. Denise stands firm, her presence unshaken. Eleanor, coldly, you're a risk. Denise, sows progress. Eleanor folds her file. She's lost the argument, but won respect. Int. Lobby, evening. Denise exits the building, stands beneath the giant Hallberg logo. Wind moves her hair. She looks up, at the floors she used to mop, the rooms she now commands. A whisper of emotion crosses her face. A spotlight. Denise steps onto stage at a leadership summit. The audience falls silent. Denise, I was never just a janitor. Pauses, I was fluent. I was capable. But no one looked long enough to see it. She scans the crowd, a mix of executives, interns, janitors, security guards. Denise, conted so, next time you pass someone without a title, ask yourself, what brilliance are you ignoring? Talent doesn't wear a dress code. A standing ovation. Some clap through tears. Kellerman watches from the back, silent pride. Int. Hallberg Building, Day, Epilogue, a new plaque outside the training room, the Atwater Room, in honor of unseen brilliance. Denise enters quietly, runs her fingers across the nameplate. In her drawer, her old janitor badge, kept like a medal. She smiles, whispers, Denise, still me. Just louder now.